Hello and welcome back, everyone. Today's video is sponsored by a company called ULAHAIR, and today I'm going to be reviewing a 24-inch deep wave wig, if I can get the words out. So as you guys already know, if you have not already, hit that subscribe button, and thank you for joining me. And without further ado, we're going to get straight into the tutorial. So right now I'm just showing you guys everything that came inside the packaging. They sent me a comb along with a wig cap that's black that I'm honestly not going to use because I like to use flesh color wig caps. And then they also sent some information on the wig and then the actual wig. So I'm just opening this fresh out of the packaging. It has like your little styrofoam, your little paper and stuff on the inside, and a wig cap on it, wig net. And this is fresh out of the packaging. So I'm just showing you guys how the lace looks up front, and then we're gonna just go ahead and open up the inside. This is a 13x4 machine made wig. It has your 3 standard clips on the back and in the middle and on the sides, and then the 1 additional clip in the back. So you have like the 3 combs, let me say, and then you also have 2 adjustable straps on the side, which I'm trying to show here. So at first glance, I already know off rip that I'm gonna have to customize this frontal, only because there's a lot of hair on it. This is super dense. So I will be attaching a link down below with the exact unit that I have, but be mindful, if you purchase this unit, you will have to go in and customize it just a tiny bit. So I'm gonna start pinning this together. I'm gonna show you guys how I pluck this. I did pluck a lot of hair out of this unit. All I do is go in, I pull out the baby hairs first, and then I pluck behind the baby hairs or behind the hairline. You never want to pluck directly in the front because you don't want to take out too much hair, and I like to create that illusion. So just take your time when you're plucking. And then after I was done plucking this unit, I just went ahead and bleached it with some developer and some 30 volume bleach. I let that sit for about 35 minutes, and then I've rinsed it out with purple shampoo. So I'm just going to finish plucking this, and then I'll come back in just a second. I'm going to show you guys one section, but you see the difference between the right side and the left side already. So I'm just going to go in and finish plucking that. Now the unit is shampooed and ready to go, and I'm just going to try her on. I did put the adjustable straps in the back to my head size. I have a 21-inch circumference head size, so you just want to make sure that it fits nice and snug. I'm going to show you guys real briefly how I put this on glueless. If you're lazy like me, you don't feel like gluing this down or fleeking your baby hair, if you don't have the time in the morning, you just have to get up and go. There's a way you can finesse this, but I'm gonna do 2 different ways. I'm gonna show you like a quick pop on, let's go wig way, and then I'm also gonna show you guys how you can do it with the glue and make it look even more like super seamless. But either way will do. It just depends on what type of girl you are. So I'm just adjusting everything. I'm cutting the lace and making sure that everything is fitting nice and snug. And then I'm just gonna take some foam wrap, pull out my baby hairs, and then mold them down, and then put a scarf on for about 20 minutes. This is the length of the hair, and this is the texture. I'm really loving this curl pattern, and I'm just gonna go ahead, like I said, and wrap this down, and then I'll be back in just a second to show you how the first look looks. Okay, so now we're all molded, and I will link everything down below that I'm using, as well as the information for ULAHAIR. And I just used a little bit of foam wrap just to get everything laying. And whenever you do your baby hair, it's gonna look sketchy like this in the beginning anyway, just because I like to mold mine and then swoop them. But to be honest, I just molded it and left it just because I knew I was gonna take this off and do a completely different look with the glue. So this is glueless. You can throw this on, pop it on, you're ready to go. It's nice and secure, and it's not gonna move for the entire day. Just make sure you tie it down. And then we're getting ready to get into this glue look. So because the baby hair wasn't coming out the way that I initially planned, I did take the unit and place it onto a wig head, and then I proceeded to mold all the baby hair in the front straight down. The reason being is because when I put this unit on, I want it to be super laid to my scalp, and that way I can go in and just use my spoolie to curl it the way that I want. So again, it's gonna look really sketchy to the end, but I promise you guys, if you just stay with me, you're gonna see the method to my madness. So everything is laid in the front. She's been dry for over an hour. I'm just cutting any excess hair, plucking any excess hair. And again, this is the guideline. So we're gonna mold this. It's gonna look really janky. And then I'm gonna go in, pluck it, customize it, take out any extra hair if it's too thick. And then we're gonna really fleek this out. I decided to do this method just because I wanted to make it a little bit easier for me to apply the baby hair and just to try something a little bit different just to see how the end result would turn out. So I'm just making sure everything is fitting. And again, you can see the baby hair sticking out just because I pre-molded and cut it. So it's gonna look janky. And I'm just gonna go in with some glue that I found randomly in my house that I don't even use, but I'll tag it down below if you guys wanna know. And I'm just using the remnants of that, putting 2 thin layers on, gonna allow that to dry. And then I'm gonna pop this unit on. Okay, so she's now nice and secure, so I'm just going in with more of that foam wrap, and now I'm going to start molding my baby hairs. The best way I can say to do this is to not overthink it. Just get your general shape in, and then once it's dried and molded, you can go back in and correct it. Just try to make sure that when you mold it, it's in the direction that you want the hair to fall. So if you want the baby hairs to be swooped a certain way, just try to mold it as best you can that direction. So that way when it dries, you can easily comb it into the direction that you really want it to be in, if that makes sense. So again, it's gonna look really janky, guys, but in just a second, it's going to pull through. Like, if you fast forward to the end and you look, you'll be like, all right, let me stick with it. So I'm just customizing the shape. I'm gonna mold this down for about 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna go in and start plucking and really fleeking my baby hair. And I also have that part in here as well. So look, you just want to loosen it, peel it slowly but surely. We got the general shape. Now we just gonna finesse them because they not moving. They're not moving, which is what we want to give us some leeway to fuck with these. All right, so I'm just coming right back in with this spoolie. And what you just want to do is fluff these baby hairs out, because when you initially mold your baby hair, you just want to have the shape in. So what I'm doing is just fluffing them out, and then I'm gonna pluck them and adjust them like so. I feel like you need to just fleek your baby hair however you want to. This is just my method, lazy girl method. You guys already know that. I'm actually shocked that I glued this down, but it just was not doing what I needed to do for Glueless. So look, if you go like this already, kind of spin it and brush it, already you can see the hairs they're moving now, right? So we're just gonna kind of shape them to where we want them to go. So I know I switched back between a voiceover and me talking in the video. That is because my kids, you know, they be wilding in the background. So I only left that clip in, but you guys already got the gist of what I was telling you. And already you can see how much better that baby hair is looking. Of course, if it looks too thick, if I need to go in, I'm going to just continue to thin them out and just customize them until they're the way that I want them. But do your baby hairs however you please. Before I forget, baby hairs are just one of those things that takes a lot of patience. And I just try not to overthink them. I try to have fun with them. I feel like the more you focus on them and brush them and overthink them, the harder they are to do. So I just kind of let them do whatever, and then I go back in later, just because You don't want to overthink it. So I'm just going to finish customizing these last couple sections, and then I'm just going to show you a couple different ways that I would like to wear this unit. I will also tag ULA's information down below, or ULA's hair information down below. I need to figure out how to say that. And make sure if you made it this far to leave a comment. Let me know if you like this unit. And please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, or follow your girl on Instagram at _Cassandra Olivia. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope everybody has a wonderful and productive day. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.